just doing some engineering work, and I encourage you guys to come study with me. I think tonight will be a very long night, unfortunately. And let me set up this camera angle so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm not faking this. We're doing work. We're working on AutoCAD. Also, I'm sorry if the camera angle is shaky. I'm using a chest strap to record. But anyways, right now I'm watching a lecture. If you guys didn't know, which why would you? You would have to be stalking me. I'm doing a redo of an assignment I've actually already completed. But I'm watching a lecture on me doing this, or a lecture on how to do this because I did it wrong last time. For reference, what I submitted was this beautiful piece of artwork, and you can see here it's just a drawing title. It's really not that. It's really not that special, but doesn't look like. You know what? We'll get there when we get there. Let's just finish watching this.
We don't need it. The viewport is basically the window into the drawing. Because you've not drawn anything there externally right now, you don't need it right now, so you can. Okay, let me show you something first. The trick about the viewport, if you double click in it, you end up in a viewport. Okay, so you can actually draw in the viewport from the space if you double click in it.
Okay, I want to check how a viewport works. So let's open a new file. Let's close this. I'm pretty sure I don't need to save it. I'm pretty sure if I open... I think I'll have a copy of this drawing. But if not, there might be a place to download. There might be a place to download exactly what I need for the assignment. Let's check over here. Check the reading assignment. Did find there. It's not. I did not find it there. Let me look down here. I remember seeing something about the title block over here. Gosh, I need water. I remember seeing something about the title block over here, but it might not be what I'm looking for. Okay, right here. It says part 2, the title block, the label block, blah, 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 step-by-step building. Switch to layout tab, paper space. Interesting. Okay, so I might need to just open, if you guys can't see this. Yes, resume, please. Unless I can't hear anything, I might throw them on the speaker. Cancel? I need to save that. Let's make a new one. Make a new drawing. And then there's layout 1 and layout 2. Oh, so we're going to be doing this in layout 1. Layout 1 and layout 2 are the exact same. I do like the grid layout, but it doesn't look like this. So let's figure out what he did differently to get it to look like that. And then we'll work from there. We'll establish whatever we need to.
This is how paper.
I still can't hear anything he's saying.
What we have here, this is called the viewport. We don't need it. The viewport is basically the window into the drawing.
Guys, let's go get some water. I'm dying. Let's turn the fan on. I know my water bottle's somewhere over here. Oh, it's just in the fridge. Okay. Then I lied. Gosh, the movie that's right now. The movie that's on right now is ridiculously loud. We're gonna do stuff with my mic later because I have to do work later. But let's put these corded headphones up. Also, I completely forgot to put away my clothes. So let's also do that. Don't mirror check me. I wonder if I can just cover the view. Because I definitely do not want you guys mirror checking me right now. What I do is I take new shirts, by the way, that come straight out of the laundry, and I put them on the bottom. So by doing that, I don't wear the same shirt consecutively. Because people always say, if you wear the same shirt multiple days in a row, it's sus. No, I think the problem that people might be running into is that they just put the clothes that they just got on the very top. So they ended up grabbing it the next time. They get, say, a new shirt. But you see, by doing that, you don't ever cycle through all your clothes. And for someone who has like 400 shirts, and I really need to sell a lot of these shirts because not a single one of these shirts did I buy myself. That's a lie. I bought plenty of shirts for myself. But just don't go through all of them. It would be impossible to go through all of them if I didn't do that. So there's that. I also do need to donate a bunch of clothes though, because goodness, it's running out of space over here. I'm about to use one of my speakers on my computer just to hear this lecture, just so you guys can also hear this lecture. I'm gonna check my Bluetooth settings real quick and see if I have Beat Boom. I have a strong feeling that that's, I know which speaker that is. That one's charging. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Let's check in this one, not that one, in this one. Sweet stuff. Okay, it did connect immediately, which is fantastic news. Can we turn the light off, please? I know you guys can't see this one. The light button's not working. I'm going crazy. Oh, I just need to press it. I don't need to hold it. I'm just an idiot. Okay. I'm not gonna put it back there. It's already a massive mess back there. So we're gonna put it on this side. Oh, that's so smart. And then I could constantly have it plugged in so it never dies. I forgot what kind of charge it is though. It might be a C. It is in fact a C. I do have a spare C in the back here, but we're not gonna use it. These headphones are only good for specific situations, so I'm gonna put those up. My little bag. Alright, let's put my phone back in. Because we do not need my stuff, my phone dying in the middle of stream. That would be mildly inconvenient. Okay. I hope it's not ridiculously loud.
You've not done anything there. There's nothing there right now. You don't need it right now, so you can. Okay, let me show you something first. A trick about the viewport. If you double click in it, you end up being in the view.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the viewport. We're gonna double click on it. It highlighted black and not red, but it did pop up. If you look right here, it did pop up all that stuff, like all the compass stuff that should be there. So there is that. That's a good sign. That's a good sign so far.
Okay, so you can actually draw in the viewport from the paper space if you double click in the viewport. Now, if you do that and you come out and you try to click anything, it will not work. You can only click within the viewport. So to escape from it, you have to double click outside. Okay, this is something that might become a problem to some of you later.
Okay.
I want you to pay attention to it because this is not face-to-face where I'll be there in person to assist you if you get stuck in the middle here and want to get out and you can't figure it out.
Yeah, no, it makes complete sense.
Please note this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the viewport, press delete, so that this is deleted.
I'm gonna select the delete. We're gonna delete the viewport. Okay, what if I just back? Okay, what if I escape? What if I just backspace or delete? I physically can't do that. Undo M space? I have no idea what that did. Let's go back to the dawn of creation. Okay. How did he do that? Wait, am I just like slow?
So passport, press delete this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the viewport, press delete.
Okay, so he did go outside of it. And that's how he deleted, come on, where are you? I'm just gonna hit the erase function and then escape.
So that this is deleted. Now this paper space, I have to know the dimensions of the paper that I'm going to use. So I'll right click, the layout tab, and I'm going to go to page setup manager or the plot. Okay, so let's see, page setup manager.
Go back.
Layout tab, dimensions of the paper that I'm going to use. So I'll right click, viewport, press delete, so that this is deleted. Now this paper space, I have to know the dimensions of the paper that I'm going to use. So
that's crazy. I would just assume that the dimensions are. Yes. No. I'm sorry.
right click,
Okay, so I did in fact right click layout 1. I was about to hit delete.
the layout tab, and I'm going to go to page setup manager or the plot.
Okay, so page setup monitor or the plot. Or plot. I'm gonna click plot.
So
It did in
page
fact
setup
open plot.
manager. The current is set to layout 1. I'm going to create a new one, and then I can call it.
Well, this one is called layout 1, and I think we're already editing it, so I don't need to make a new one. Like, I'll just edit the default.
I'm going to press enter. So for the T block, this is how it's layout. So the paper side is 8.5 by 11 inches. Okay, so 11 is the long side, so the horizontal is 11, and then the vertical is 8.
The 11 is the long side. Okay, yeah. So it says here in paper size, there's letter 8.5 times 11 inches, which is the size of the paper, but 8.5 is this side, and 11 is this side. When plotting, this is X, that's Y, you guys know that. So it would make sense that it also prints that way. So it doesn't print like a regular page from top to bottom or left to right. It would print this way, but from a regular size sheet of paper. That is an important thing to know about the engineering standard.
5. The plot is set to the layout. We have 1:1, everything as it's supposed to be. I'm going to kind of change this, printer to PDF.
Printer to PDF. Well, name is none. Oh, printer. Okay. So I'm going to change it to AutoCAD PDF, general documentation .pc3. Let's see if that's the
I'll
same.
use Microsoft PDF.
Okay, whatever. I'll use Microsoft Print to PDF.
And the paper is set to letter.
Okay. This is oddly slow.
Plot is the layout. Offset is 0, 0.
Offset is 0, 0. Good.
Everything as
all of those things are selected. Those second to. Okay, why do I have like 2 extra options here? Because that's supposed to be none. That's normal. As displayed, quality is normal. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, and if you look at plot options, I have 3, 6, 9. I think I'm 9. I have 8. Okay, I have 8. I'm just stupid. 8 options, and he has only 5. I don't have anything extra selected though. Maybe it's because I'm editing the default and I didn't make a new one.
Supposed to be, you have portrait.
Okay, I put in portrait mode.
Okay, so what I want to do is, I want to leave
landscape.
landscape.
Okay, we're gonna leave this landscape.
Okay.
Now you can change it to portrait, but as you can see, that's how you print it top to bottom like a regular piece of paper. But that's not how we do things in engineering. So.
And so this is the.
Okay, I think he hit OK just a second ago.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna also hit OK. This is job print in progress. Plot and publish job complete. Errors and warnings found. Click to view. Close. Okay, I didn't want that printed anyways.
And so this is the current one.
I think that's fine. I really hope the next time I try to print something, it doesn't just print that.
And then,
okay, and then I think I'm gonna go back to manager. So I'm gonna go to page setup manager, which is layout. We're gonna select layout and keep it out.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna hit new just in case. I don't think we changed a single thing. So I'm gonna just call this setup 1. Okay, we didn't change a single thing. And it's still 4. So I'm just gonna hit cancel because I don't need to make another layout. That's not necessary.
Okay, so one of the things that you're going to notice is that we have the layouts right here. And I think that one thing is missing, it's the margins. Okay, so let's look at it again.
So we can hear things better. I'm gonna pull out the speaker and put it in a better location. Why am I trying to take it out that way? I'm just gonna put it underneath the monitor right there to the right. I feel like the 2 blue lights, the 2 dots right there, they match each other really well. I think that's very aesthetically pleasing. Ignore that. That's work stuff. What was that? There's moths coming out of my wallet.
Okay. This is as it's supposed to be.
Is he double checking more things?
Okay.
Mm.
This is as it's the margins. Okay, so let's look at it again.
Okay, so
Okay.
I can't hit the preview
This
button.
is as it's supposed to be.
I don't know why. What does it say? Okay. Okay, if I hit the preview button, it's just a blank sheet of paper.
This is as it's supposed to be.
Okay, that's also what I have, so that's good. Hello, smudge. Let's escape the... Let's close the preview, please. Close. Thank you. Is there a specific letter I should be looking for? There's so many different types of letters. Goodness, I don't know if you guys can see this a lot.
Okay, so we have what we have here, and we are going to plot 11 by
8.5.
So 8.5.
I didn't look at the captions, I swear.
We will go back to the model space and then create a paper. Okay, so that we are going to create a full-size paper. This is going to be for the...
It's not great that I can't see much of anything, so I'm going to turn up the brightness a little bit.
The title block, and...
Also, here in a minute... Oh, actually, it already became orange tinted. Never mind, ignore what I was about to say.
I will want to create a separate layer that I'm going to call a title block. So I'll create another layer that I'll call T block. And I'll change it to white again. White. Create a separate layer.
I'm sorry for making you guys watch this over and over again. I only do it so I can be tedious with what I'm working on.
Okay, so we have what we have here. And we are going to plot 11 by...
I can move the captions. Move to the top.
So 8.5 by 11. We will go back to the model space and then create the paper. Okay, so that we are going to create a full-size paper. This is going...
Okay, let's go back to the model space. So I'm going to hit OK. And then we're going to hit cancel because we're not actually printing anything. We're going to click model space. We're back over here.
To be for the...
We're going to go to layers because he's definitely just editing layers right now. I'm going to click layer properties. No, he didn't hit layer properties.
Be for the... We are going to create...
He's not editing layer properties. He's editing the current layer. I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to just click that.
The full-size paper. This is going to be for the...
I don't have that many layers. Even if I hit layer properties. Yeah, I definitely don't have. If I select... I just have this one. The white one. The white black square there.
The title block, and I will want to create a separate layer that I'm going to call a title block. So I'll create another layer that I'll call T block.
Okay. We're going to make another layer. Let's do that. How did he add one?
Call a title block. So I'll want to create a separate layer that I'm going to call a title block. So I'll create another layer that I'll call T block. And I'll change it to white again. White. And then I'll keep the 0.6. I'll make it current. And I'm going to draw. So
okay, color index, white. Okay.
The first thing I'm going to draw is current. And I'm going to draw. So the first thing I'm...
Make current. Select the current. Make current. T block. I think T block is more current, but I'm gonna triple check.
Going to draw is a red current. And I'll keep the 0.6. I'll make it current.
I don't think mine is at 0.6. For whatever he's describing for some reason.
And then I'll keep to white, and I'll change it to white again. White. And then I'll keep 0.6.
0.06 is the default line weight. I don't want the default line weight. I want 0.6. Okay, I'm applying 0.6.
I'll make it current.
How do I make it current? What did that do? Delete. Oh, okay. There's a way to make it current. So I'm just gonna set current by the current layer will be turned off. What do you want to do? Turn the current layer off. Keep the current layer. Turn the current layer off, I guess.
And I'm going to draw. So the first thing I'm going to draw is a rectangle.
Okay, cool. So we're on the current thing, and now it's 0.6. And we're gonna draw a rectangle. I'm just gonna draw a Darn it! Draw a rectangular triangle. What? I can't see.
So if I come up here, you can see the rectangle. I'll click on it. It's going to ask me to specify first corner point.
If he draws a rectangle and you can see, I'm gonna be upset.
And then
What?
to ask for the.
Okay, physically. Okay, let's go back to layer properties. We're not gonna set current. No, this one's gonna be set current, but we're not gonna turn this one off. I think this one's off right now. Keep the current layer on. Oh my gosh, I turned on the layer that I was working on, and now I can see everything. So we're A-okay. This is T-block. That's 0. This is T-block. Okay, I can see my little rectangle. All right, let's erase this though, because this is data water. Delete. Delete. Okay, you know, just press the erase button. It's fine. Rectangle origin, set it 0, 0. Y'all hit enter. And then, I don't know how big he wants this, so I'm just going to put it like there. Also, I just realized snap and ortho aren't on. So, can we snap? No, cancel. Oh, I need the grid. Grid is what I want. Ignore that. Object snap tracking on, please. So if I do that, then it'll be like... Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. In the end... Alright, we're chilling.
At that corner point, okay? So we know the width is... What is the width? We know for a paper it is 8.
I see now. So I made a mistake. We're gonna draw a rectangle that is definitely gonna start from 0, 0, but it's gonna end at this being 11, and then this being 8.5. It's gonna look like that. That's tiny.
5. Okay, so we can basically double check it here by checking the dimensions of the paper. So if you go to page setup, it's 8.5 by 11. Okay, so that is exactly what we are using. So I come here.
So that's 8.5, that's 11.
0, 0 to be the origin. And then 8.5 by 11. We want the base to be the white, so we're going to make 11, comma, 8.5.
I really want to know the dimension of that now, because I might have not done that right. Let's check dim. Dimension of whatever this is. Okay, it says 11. So I did it all right. We're good. Let me just hit the back button. I just had to check the dimensions real quick. We're good. We're good. Everything's chilling. We are A-okay. We are all right. Okay.
Have it like that. Okay, because we set the limit already, we can zoom in so that we can see only this by typing zoom. So zoom, you can type Z and then press enter. And then for the options, you have all center, dynamic, extend, preview, scale, window, object. I can select window, and then I'll select this window right here and to zoom into that window. So I have my drawing for the paper space itself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset inside. Okay, so if you look at the sketch, this that we've drawn is the edge of the paper, and then all around it you are offset inside by 0.3 inches. So I'll select this, or I'll first look for the offset command. So the offset command is this command right here underneath the erase, the explode, then we have the offset right here. So I'll click on offset. The command is going to say specify offset distance. The offset distance is 0.3. I'll press enter.
Okay. So offset command, enter 0.3, enter. Select the object. I said 0.3. Okay, escape. We're gonna. I zoned out for a minute, so we're gonna go back a minute.
This or I did by 0.3 bar and cut the sketch. This offset inside. I'm going to do it, and it will zoom into that window. So I have my drawing for the paper space itself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset inside. Okay, so if you look at the sketch, this that we've drawn is the edge of the paper, and then all around it you are offset inside by 0.3 inches. So I'll select this, or I'll first look for the offset command. So the offset command is this command right here underneath the erase, the explode, then we have the offset right here. So I'll click on offset. The command is going to say specify offset distance. The offset distance is 0.3.
So 0.3 instead
select
of 3.
object to offset. I'll select this object right here.
Select my square.
Can offset outside or inside. Okay?
Inside.
Outside or inside. I have not clicked anything. If I move the cursor outside, it shows me a preview of how it will look like.
If you guys can see that, outside,
so
inside,
if I want
outside,
it inside,
inside,
I'll just click inside. Click.
Okay,
then
outside, inside.
It's still asking me what object I want to offset. I can select another object and offset, but I wanted to offset it only once, so I'll press enter.
Or escape. Escape works too. I use escape.
So now that I've offsetted inside, what I have to do next is to draw the horizontal lines. Okay, so if you look at this, you have horizontal lines where you enter in the details of the title block. So I'm going to do that by basically doing either a copy or offset of the line at the base, right? Now the problem is that the entire rectangle is seen as one object. So if I click on the line on the base,
I need to explode the rectangle. I already know where he's going with this.
Notice that it selects the entire.
That sounded really out of pocket. Exploding in AutoCAD is when you were taking an object and turning it into individual items down to the most point that it can break from what you have in your bar, which is really as small as you could possibly get besides freaking dots and singular pixels. So if I explode these 2 rectangles, it will just turn into 8 lines because there are 4 sides to a rectangle, right? So if I explode the inside rectangle, it'll just become these 4 separate lines, and I could edit each of them separately and individually. And the same thing will apply to the outside ones. And that's saying if I did it to all of that, if I did all of that, right? But we're all gonna explode. We only need to explode the one on the inside, I'm pretty sure, is what he's gonna ask. So we can offset the line at the bottom and bring it upwards, as you can see from the layout.
Drawing. I want to be able to select only the base. For us to do that, I have to explode the rectangle. When I explode the rectangle, each segment is going to be considered an individual entity. So
what did I say?
There's an explosion.
What did I say?
The one object that is the rectangle is going to be broken or exploded into 4 different lines that make up the rectangle. So let's do just that. So I'll come here, this symbol here is the explode. I'll click.
We gotta explode. Explode. I think this is the explode one. This is either explode or merge. Hold on. I'm gonna see what he's clicking real quick.
On it.
It's below erase. Okay. So I don't have that. Let's go look at that one more time. That isn't. You know what? Cancel. We could just use the command line. It's fine. Oh. Explode. Enter. Select objects. This one. Enter. Okay, cool. I just exploded that.
To say select objects, I'm going to select the rectangle.
And then I'm going to hit offset.
I'm going to click enter. And now if I try to select the bottom, notice that it doesn't select the entire thing. It selects only the objects. Okay, so there I have it. Okay, so now let's see. I think I need some tools, and it will be easier if I can access my workspace that I created the last time. Okay, so unfortunately my workspace has been removed.
So I can offset.
It happens when you use the remote online and you log out. They reset the system so that first. My remote settings are all gone. So I'll just do what I have to do. So the next thing is I want to copy this up.
The base but how far?
A certain distance, or offset is a certain distance up. What distance is it going to be? So if you look at the instructions, the text height is.
The text height is 0.15, so it's got to be at least 0.30.
5 inches. So if the text height is 0.15, what will be the gap between the horizontal lines.
It's got to be above 0.30 because if it was 0.30 out flat, you couldn't have this line in between, and those two lines would look tight and perfectly together. So we're going to guesstimate and say around 34 35.
We definitely cannot use 0.15, otherwise the text will be touching the bottom and the top lines. So what I'll suggest is use 0.2. So what I can do is I can decide to up.
Am I stupid? Oh, 0.5 for both lines. I didn't see that, so it's going to be 0.2. So we're going to select a line.
0.2. So I'm going to select offset, select this line right here, and then, okay, that is what happens when you have snap turned on. Okay, so I want to select this, but because snap is turned on, okay, so snap is turned on here. So when I come, it selects the corners instead of the line itself. So to be able to remove it, we have to turn it off. But before that, let's read the prompts. It's asking us to specify offset distance. So actually, what we should do is type that one in first. So the offset distance is 0.20. Press enter. Select objects. Yeah, we can now select the object. So I click on the object, and then I indicate that I want it going up by 0.2. Then I want the next one also 0.2. So I'll click and then click again.
I had 0.3. Maybe I'm an idiot. Let's undo that. Okay, escape, offset. Let's turn snap off. Maybe he's right. And then 0.2, enter. Select object, this one. Offset it upwards. And then escape. Oh, I need to do it again. Offset, select, nope. This line, offset, enter. Do it again. Here we go. Look, it looks exactly the exact same thing. Cool.
Press enter or right click and enter to end it. Okay, so we have the two horizontal lines. The next are three vertical lines. So I'm going to use this line right here, offset them to appropriate amount to get the three vertical lines. So I can do that, but I'm going to try something else. A new command that is called the move command. Okay, so if I click move, it's going to move it. Okay, so move is not what I want. I actually want copy. They work the same, except that copy will leave the original behind. The move will take the original one. So I'll select copy, and then I'll select what we have right here. Press enter, right click. To say specify the base point, I'm going to select the corner here as the base point. To ask me to specify the second point, I'm going to give it the direction. Okay, and then I'm going to type in the distance. Okay, so I give it the direction. The distance is 1.4, so 1.4.
Yeah, I'm not using the move function. We're going to use the offset function because this line's already exploded. And it'll be a lot faster. So we're going to go ahead and click. It says select another object to offset. And instead of it being 0.2, it's going to be 0. It's going to be 1.4. And then I'm going to hit enter. And then it's going to offset only that far.
I can press enter. And then it places it 1.4 from that point.
Perfect.
Okay, so with that, I can press enter to end it. And then the next one is going to be the same thing. Copy. I'll select this.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'll use the copy function. Oh, that's an offset function. Escape. That's stretch. Move. Oh, this is the copy function. Enter. Enter. Specify base point. Base point is going to be that one, I guess. And then we're going to... Oh. I see I've made a mistake of some kind. Escape. I feel like the best way to go about this is just offset it again. 1.4. Use this one. Go that way. And then this one. Go that way. 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 So now it looks like a bunch of jail bars. Cool.
And I can, instead of pressing enter, I can right click, which also indicates enter. To say specify base point, I'm going to select this line. I will give it a direction, make sure it's horizontal or the angle is 0. Type 3.75, press enter. Up.
Okay, so I'm a liar. Erase. Okay, escape. Erase all of these lines. This is gonna be offset how far? Did he say that?
I'll 5, press enter, horizontal, the angle is 0. Type 3.75, press enter. I'll
This is gonna be offset 3.75 from that point. Okay, so we're gonna hit offset again. Click the line, enter. Why did it erase that? We're gonna hit the offset function, 3.75, enter. Select object, and then we're gonna select this object, and we're gonna put it that far. That looks about right, so I'm pretty sure that looks like it.
I'll do the next one. Select the objects, press enter, select the base, and the next one is 3.5.
Okay, just 3.5. Okay, I can do that. So I'm just gonna hit the offset button, then specify 3.5, enter, and then it got put over there.
Press enter.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna erase all of these lines in the center.
And then enter again, and I'm done. Okay, so this by no way looks the same as the title block that you were given to draw. What we need is we have to remove or trim off the extensions.
So you're gonna hit the trim function right here.
So we are going to use a feature that is called trim. So if you come up here, you see trim right here. Click on it.
You're gonna hit trim.
And then trim those parts you don't want.
Cool.
And then press enter, and you are done. So at this point, you have drawn basically the title block. All you need is to move it to the paper space, and then you are going to basically put in the text. Okay, so let's do just that. So the first thing we have to do is do a copy. So to copy, you have to select everything right here. In this, everything I've drawn. I'll zoom out a little, and then I will click and let go, and then I'll click on the opposite side to select everything within the.
Did that? I use a different method, but yeah.
Then I'm going to right click, go to clipboard, and then select copy with base point. So
Copy with base point. Okay.
For the base point, I'm going to select this point here, 0, 0. So I'll click,
0,
and then
0.
I have it copied.
Cool.
So it says 10 found. I'm going to go to layout 1.
Let's go to layout 1.
Zoom out a little.
Zoom out
right
a little.
click, go to clipboard, and choose paste.
Clipboard.
And I'm going to zoom in to the corner.
Paste.
It's kind of snap there, so you just do your best to make it fit there. And you'll notice that
it
we have
doesn't
it set
snap.
up. Okay, the outer layer matches with the outer edges of the paper. And once we bring it here, we don't need the outer edge anymore, so I can just select and then delete that.
I'm gonna put negative.
Okay, now what we have to do next is
-0,
text.
comma.
Okay. Now, even though we have text
0,
right here,
enter.
we are not going to use it. We are still using the title block because this is the.
That wasn't perfect actually for some weird reason. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. We're gonna try pasting this clipboard. Paste, and it's gonna ask me to specify the base point. That's 0, 0. So this is asking for -25. Okay, so I'll put -0.25 comma -0.25. How much you want to bet that's where that point is? And then when I zoom out, it's perfectly aligned. Boom, baby, boom. All right.
Text for the title block. Okay, so let's just do that. Okay, to draw a text, all you have to do is come to this part which has text multiline. You can click on the drop down and then indicate that
It looks ugly because of the dash line, but whatever.
You are doing a single line. It's really makes very little difference. The first thing it's asking you to do is specify start point of text. Okay, so I'm going to specify the first point of the text. I'm going to click
what text function do you use?
Specify
I normally
the
use.
first thing it's asking you to do
I normally use mtext, so I wonder which text function I used.
Specify start point of text. Okay, so I'm going to specify the first point of the text. I'm going to click at the bottom right here corner. All you have to do is come to this part which has text multiline. You can click on the drop down and then indicate that you are doing a single line. It's really makes very little difference. The first thing it's asking you to do is specify start point of text. Okay, so I'm going to specify the
type text.
I'm going to click at the bottom right here corner. It says specify the height. The height is 0.15, so type it in, press enter. Specify rotation angle is 0 by default, and I want it 0, so I'll press enter.
0.5,
And then I
enter.
can type in. So I want
0,
EMTR.
enter.
Okay, 1304.
That's horribly
That is
large.
it. And then
That's,
the next.
I'm pretty sure the height wasn't right. This is why I hate like this. Escape. We did things wrong. Also, I'm an engineer, bro. I'm an engineer. Engineer. Let's use MTech real quick. Specify first corner. Again, just use that one. And I'm gonna make it specify opposite corner. That one. Why is it still that large? I'm just gonna hit escape. Yes. No, delete that, you horrible creature. Alright, okay. So we're gonna try MText one more time. Wait, let's just do text. Let's just do text. Specify starting point, specify height. Let's do that one. And then rotation is 0. Enter. How big is that? That's not horrible. The starting point's ugly. Yeah, okay. That way. Yeah, no, that's not what I wanted. Escape. Text. I think I'm starting to get it. We're gonna select like the center-ish. And then 2's good. Angle 0 is great. 2's not good. I lied to you guys. Gosh, we're doing the same function like 3 times just to figure it out. I like that as a starting point. I like 0.15 as a text height and 0. And then engineering 1304. Enter. Okay, escape. I don't know why I did that. Do I have to redo this? Okay, frack you guys. 0.15, enter. And then caps lock engineering. 1304, enter. Plot and publish thing incomplete email. Okay, I think that's good. Escape. I really want to edit this text. Let's go to solid, surface, mesh, visualize. It's not parametric, insert, combine text. No, insert. Where's my text settings? This isn't a text thing up here. I'm just kidding. We're gonna, ooh, emptied. I found it. Okay, it's something like the hotbar stuff. Oh, okay. I did find the text stuff. Let's go. Standard multi-line text. Single line. Stick to single line because I think it'll be a lot easier. Standard dimension. Did I mention? Oh, okay. It's literally just the dimension function. Center line, center mark. Oh, okay. So what if I just hit single line again? It says specify start point. I'm gonna start there. Specify height 0.15, 0. By. I'm gonna put my full document name so you guys can not look at that. Escape. Text. Enter. How do I lower the text escape? I'm having so many technical difficulties right now. We're gonna say 0.025. That's a little much. 0.15 was interesting. Actually, let's just do 0.10. Specify rotation 0, and then perfect. I then proceeded to erase it completely, like an idiot. Also, have no idea. Yes.
Papa wanted to make my tutu.
Okay.
I want candy.
Huh?
No.
All right, guys, we are right back with the stream. I apologize for that timing issue. You know how it is. Gotta get stuff done. Anyways, again, like I said, back with the stream. Back to work.
Okay, before I do the next, I think I'll just press escape or enter to exit it. Now, what you'll notice is that these texts are lying on the line. I don't want it lying exactly on the line. I want it a little bit up. So I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to move it. So I'll just select the text right here.
Okay, crazy thing. I don't know how to change my text color right now. Like I could select the text, but I don't escape. Hold on, signal line, standard. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. This is a really bad timing considering I'm wearing a chest strap. Styles, font name, font. Okay, cancel. Text height. Goodness, how do I change the color? Excuse me, goodness me.
Okay,
We might just be
okay,
cooked.
it's now selected. I'm going to say move it. It's going to move what I've already selected. Say select base point. I'll select this point, move it up until it's centered, press enter, or click, and that is it. I've clicked it so that it's right there in the middle and not touching the line. Okay, so I can repeat that for each and every one of the spaces, but to save time, I'm just going to copy them instead of basically rebuilding from scratch so that I'm faster. So I'll click, select, click copy, specify the base point. I'm going to select this corner right here, and then I'm going to paste here, click, copy here, and then here, and here. I'll press enter to exit out of it. Okay, so let's see how we are going to do this. Okay, so we have to edit every one of them. So underneath the class name, I'm just going to double click so that I can edit and write SEC 010, section 010. I will click on this, and then I'll type Angelo State University, and then I'm going to
Goodness.
type the name, John Doe. Okay, I want all the caps. John Doe. The next is the drawing title. I'm going to change it to ACAD Basics. AutoCAD Basics. That is the title. Here we have sheets. For this particular drawing, it is sheet 1 of 1. Today's date is 06 29 2026. And then the last one is the scale. Okay. So the scale we are going to use is 1:1. 1 is equal to 1. Okay. And there we have it. Press enter, and we are done. Okay. So basically,
oof, goodness, this is taking a hot minute. He did it so flawlessly, and in such a different way than I'm doing it now. So. Okay, pretty sure I just finished the entire song.
So the final thing you have to do is simply import, go back to model space. We don't need this anymore, so you can delete it. We've already sent it to the place it's supposed to be, the paper space. And what we want to do next is we are going to bring the previous drawing that we did. We're going to bring it right here and display it in the paper space, and then print and submit the drawings. Okay, so you can log in, see.
What?
And then print and submit the drawings. Okay, So you can log in. See, I think I'll be signed
I
out
have literally no idea what he just did. Pretty sure you just click
in
files.
the paper space and then print and submit the drawings. Okay, so you can log in. Let me see. I think I've been signed out of my account, so I don't have access to the drawing that you did last time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give a rough sketch. So the last time, what you did was I asked you in the lab to create um, an object that looked like. Okay, I asked you to draw this object in the middle right there.
Okay,
So
cool.
I want you to.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly where that drawing is. And if not, I can just insert file, open. And we're gonna look at some of these drawings. I think that'd be considered no. Cancel. I know this drawing exists. Let me just file, close. Yet save changes because I just worked extremely hard. Drawing what? No, this is drawing 17 V2, but I'm gonna call it. I forgot what I'm supposed to name it. It's engineering 1304. No, I'm just okay. I just remembered. You guys can't look at this. Actually, I kind of don't care. What is this? Lab 17 underscore day 17 underscore V2. I'm gonna save that. And then it says it right there. Also, if we look down, we should find lab 16. We're gonna open it real quick. We're gonna select all of this, and then we're gonna hit clipboard, copy with base point. And then we're gonna go file, close this, open up this one again. They're gonna go clipboard, paste, and darn it, it only copies it inside of that sheet. File. What if I just open this sheet because it exists? File, open. This is drawing 16, so I'm just gonna open that one. This is V2, open. Ugh. Close. I'm gonna say no. Don't save changes. File, open. That opened that. How do I? How do I copy? How do I copy this? No freaking way. I didn't. Also, I'm gonna do 2 comments here. Let's go. I put it in this page using. Oh, let's go. That's sweet. I did in fact figure it out.
Download or find that file. If you submitted it, you can just go and download it and open the drawing. And I'm going to represent that drawing by, let's say I draw this. Okay. Okay, I'll draw it again since it doesn't look like this is how big I wanted it. So I'm going to draw it again. So let's say this was how the drawing that you did look like. This is just a rough sketch. Okay. Okay, so this is the drawing. You drew it in layer 0.
Yes, those are the
so
same
what I want
things.
to do is, I want to bring that here, and I'm going to put it in the visible layer. Okay, so I'll come to this drawing, the old drawing, select everything right here, right click, copy. Yeah, and then the base point I'm going to type 0, 0, enter, and then I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to paste.
So, let's be with base point. 0, 0, enter, and then essentially erase it. Go back to the visible layer. Zero, 0, enter. Okay, cool.
Type 0 as 0, 0, enter.
So now if I go to a different layer.
You notice that if I select it, the layer is layer 0. You can see layer 0 right here. Okay. I don't want it to be layer 0, I want it to be the visible layer. I want it to be in the visible layer. So what you have to do is select the object after you've copied it, select the entire object, come to where it says layer 0, click on the drop down to change it to visible. And then you notice that when you select it, it's visible because it has been changed to the visible layer. So you have to copy and bring it here, and then you can go to layouts, and in the layouts, you're going to now create a viewport. So to create a viewport, I want you to change the layer to the viewport before you do it, and then you're going to type VPORT. So it's already showing here viewports. I'll click on it. It's going to pop up and
okay, layout, search, viewport.
What I want you to do is select single, leave everything as the default, and click OK.
Okay.
To ask me to specify first corner, I'll just click anywhere here. The second corner, I'll just click anywhere here. So what you notice? You notice that it created a window that went straight into the model space. You unfortunately have no threads there that is not making it look nice. So you can change it. So I can select this. Okay, now I have to actually go to the model space. So I'm just going to double click in here. And then I'm going to turn on off the grid line by clicking here so that it's not selected. So I'll click, turn off the grid, and then I'll double click outside. Now I see that the viewport line is very close to the edge here. I can adjust it by clicking, and then dragging it, adjusting it maybe a little bit outward, like somewhere here. Okay, so that it looks like that. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I want to adjust the drawing so that it's a scale of 1:1. So you have 1:1 here. What you do is click, and then come to this corner right here. You see this right here. This is the scale of the view.
Perfect.
I'll click, and then select 1:1.
I literally have no idea what's going on over here. I stopped paying attention once I started to fix it on escape. Go back. Don't know what happened there. This is such a bad time to have hiccups. I don't think that snapped anything. Cancel. I keep doing that. I don't know what I'm doing. It's probably because Snap is on. You didn't notice I just took Snap off. And now put Snap back on. So I took a Snap off, so like there's nothing touching.
You have 1:1 here. What you do is click, and then come to this corner right here. You see this right here. This is the scale of the viewport. I'll click, and then select 1:1.
No, that's not what I wanted to happen there. I see the scale button. I'm gonna hit 1 to 1. I shrunk everything anyways. I didn't even need to adjust the window.
Got it. Okay, so it looks like 1:1 is actually going to be too much for it. So I'm going to reduce it to 1:2. 1:2. It's also being seems problematic. I drew my objects bigger than it should be. But for you, I think 1:2, 1:1 might work. But I mean, I didn't use
It worked fine.
objects, so it's looking kind of strange here. Let me see if I can make it look better if I extend this to the very corners. No, it's not going to work. So I have to change the scale. I have 1:2. Let me try 1:4. Okay, 1:4 is what works for me. Okay, so once I have this changed like this, I can still bring the pedal block. I want to show you something regarding the viewport. That is why I'm bringing it back. Okay, so now I have it set the way I want. And
I have literally no clue why any of these lines, including my words, aren't dark black like his, but
and you can currently see the viewport.
turning this in again, it should be fine.
It's messy if you keep the viewport there, so you have to turn it off. So in that case,
Also, anyone else
I'm
think
going
that's a
to drop
pig?
down, go to viewport, and click on the bulb. It's saying the that layer is current, so it doesn't want to do it. I'm not going to turn it off. I'm just going to keep the current layer on, and then I'm going to change the current layer to, let's say, the title block. And then now I'm going to turn off the viewport. So I'll come here, click on the bulb, turn it off.
Also, I didn't have that many layers when I opened everything, so you know.
Okay.
I literally don't know where that came from.
Now you notice that it's on. It's still there. It's just that it's not going to be visible. Okay. So now I have my drawing completed, and notice that I didn't copy the turn in the model and then paste in the layout. That's not what I did. I used the viewport to show it, so that if somebody comes and is trying to edit, when they select, they will not be able to select it. They can select the title block, but not the actual object. Now remember, I changed my scale to 1:4. Yours might be 1:1 or 1:2. So if whatever scale it is that you chose from here, you have to update it right here. Then you are done. So the last thing that is left for me to do is basically to save my drawing. And if you are saving it, you might want to go to the appropriate place to save it. And the name of the file I'm going to save is, I'm going to save it, call it lab 17. Okay. My last name, my first name, underscore lab 17. And I'll save it right here. And after I've saved it, I'm going to also print it or plot it by right-clicking right here, or you can actually come to the printer icon right here. Continue to plot a single sheet. The setup is already there. I'll preview it first. Okay. This preview looks strange, but let's see how it shows up. So I'll click on print. And I'm going to save it the same place. Okay. I'll use my naming convention.
He's just figuring out where to save it, so I'm gonna go ahead and save
I'll
this.
save it right there. Honestly, how the printout looks like.
I'm gonna replace it just
Okay,
because
so this is how the printout looks like.
my other version of
So
it
I'm
looks
good
like
to go.
trash.
And what you'll do is you go online, and you are going to submit.
You've got like
what
29
the PDF
seconds.
and the drawing together. Remember, so it's going to be this drawing together with the PDF. Okay, so you submit both drawings, and you are done. That is all I have for you today. In the next one, we are going to try our hands on more practice with modify and draw commands. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go to lab 17. I'm gonna resubmit this view instructions. Upload file. I'm just gonna search 17. DWG. Open. That was definitely the PDF I was supposed to upload, if I am certain. I will check it. It says day 17. This is lab 17, so this is one of the lectures I need to turn in. Cool. And I need to upload a file. I'm gonna go to desktop. It's not a homework. That's fair. It wasn't a homework, it was a lab. So it should be in labs. So go to labs, scroll all the way down to... Why the heck did either of these things go?